Hey, good morning, everyone. Still on chapter 5. Now we are moving to part C. I'm taking the network course as an instructor. My name is Ito Abiodun, a partner, a senior colleague, Dom Tio, a cybersecurity instructor and program director. minaz-abi IT training is a partner with CompTIA organizations. We are here as a partner to deliver any courses related to IT. And this is a platform for you to learn and get certified and have a reliable job, especially in CompTIA courses. And one of the courses I'm taking is network course. So join me as we continue in each aspect of this tutorial. Today we are talking about network address translations. So what is network address translation? Just in summary, how do you translate private IP address to a public IP address? So these are the details and how do we go about this? So this is the summary of what network address translation is all about. Now network address translation in summary, abbreviation is NAT. What does it do? So what actually this network address translation is doing? Number one, modify the network address information in the packet header which is in transit. So any information in transit, you do what? You do the modifications. What does it does? Number two, enable multiple devices on a local network to share a single public IP address. So all the different IP in our local area network. So this network address translation protocol, translation rather, transform everything to a single public address. Now why is it needed? So it's needed in these following reasons. One, it increases network security by hiding internal IP address from external network. Number two, it conserves public IP address. So you never allow the public address to be wasted. So single public IP address can route 20 local IP address or private IP addresses. So at this now, you can see why and what it does. So moving to the next slide, we'll be talking about what are the type of network address translations. Number one, we have the dynamic and we have the statics. So let me start from the dynamic. What the dynamic network address translation does: mapping the internal address to a pool of external address dynamically. So that is what it does. Number two, allow a large numbers of devices to share the same external IP addresses. So all this dynamic one is actually done automatic, but the static translating, that is number one, translating one internal IP address to one external IP address. So, so is one to one. It allow one internal IP address to what one external IP address. Number two, allow inbound connection initiated from outside the network. So I think the consideration of this static is for security purpose. So you have to vet any information that is coming in and any information that is going out. So these are the types of what network address translation are. We have the dynamic and we have the static. Edge, edge router. So what an edge is all about? An edge router is located at the boundary of a network that connected to the external network, which is the internet. Number two, manages the flow of data between the internal and the external network, routing data to its destination. And the platform is what? NAT, which is network address translation, and is applied and applying the security measures. So that is, you can see the edge router and the network address translation protocol is almost the same thing. They will do the same thing, but the only thing, the location is what different. Always at the edge, linking the ISP with what, with the local area. Let us proceed. We have type of edge router. We have the customer edge and we have the provider edge. So what differentiates the two? How does the two operate? Number one, located at the edge of the customer network. That is at the edge of what? The customer network. So the customer will have the advantages, eh, in their own premises. Number two, connected customer internal network to a provider, which is ISP network, acting as a security barrier between the customer network. So that is what it is. So and that one is meant for maybe small network like office, a home, I mean office, I mean small office, home office. So use that in that customer edge. Now, provider edge, located at the edge of the provider network. So it's always in, maybe it's in their area office or whatever. So they will need them to supply it whenever you need it. But the whole management is in their what, in their custody. Number two, focusing on maintaining the integrity and confidentiality of customer data as it travels across the provider network. So you can see it's as simple as what I said this. So we have another one which is known as port address translations. So this one, the only difference is that from the port where you connected your what, your network, so it's translating it to the public address directly. So it's acting one-to-one translations. So you're having 10 systems. So the same system have different public address. So it's connecting from system A to the public right from the port. So that's what eh, port address translation is all about. So you can see the activities, you can see what concerning the public IP address. We have the NAT, we have the PAT, and we have the mapping internet address to a pool of external address. With this now, we'll be talking about dynamic NAT and the static NAT. Maintaining the confidentiality of the customer data as it travel across the provider network. We have the customer edge, we have the provider edge. So this is the summary of what we've been able to discuss in the course of this training. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very good platform for you to learn IT skills and get certified as a computer network plus that will help you to gain a profitable job in the world. We are here to serve you better. Please feel free to contact us via our mails and any contact we will link up with this network. We are here to serve you better. You are welcome. Meet on the next time.